It started with a rejection. Not the kind you recover from with a few deep breaths and a change of subject, but the kind that slices clean through a room, through intentions, through years of careful effort. I was standing in my boyfriend's living room, holding a small, carefully wrapped box. Inside was a necklace, elegant but age-appropriate, silver with a delicate charm I thought she'd like. I had picked it out for his 13-year-old daughter, spent hours scrolling, comparing, thinking about her. It wasn't about the price, it was about the gesture, a bridge. But she didn't just reject the gift. She rejected me. She didn't touch the box, didn't even pretend to look curious. She said, flat out, that she didn't want anything from me. Her voice didn't tremble. She didn't flinch. It was Christmas Day. Her younger sister, 10, opened her necklace with a bright smile and wrapped her arms around me. She loved it. She wore it immediately. Then she looked at her sister's unopened box, and opened it too, just like that. Peeked inside and gasped. She knew, I knew, even the 13-year-old probably knew, deep down. She liked it, but she wouldn't admit it. So I kept it. What was I supposed to do? Put it back in the box and wait for a maybe someday? I didn't feel malicious, just sad and tired. Tired of trying to reach someone who had already made up their mind about me. It wasn't the first time she pushed me away. I've been in her life for 3 years. Not as her mother, never that, but as someone who genuinely cares. I get along well with her younger sister. That relationship is easy, sweet. I'm like a big sister, an auntie. But with the older one, it's a minefield. I understand. Her parents are divorced. Her life has changed. I'm a reminder of that change. She wants things back the way they were, even if that's impossible. And in her eyes, I'm the reason they're not. I've never tried to parent her, never pushed, never overstepped. I just tried to be kind, present, consistent. That necklace was supposed to be a step forward, a symbol. But she threw it aside like it burned her. Weeks passed. Then I got the call. She wanted the necklace, just like that. No apology, no acknowledgement of what happened, no softness in her voice, just a blunt, entitled request. Can I have the necklace? It's mine. You already bought it. It hit me sideways. Not because I needed an apology. Honestly, I don't care for forced ones, but because of the assumption that after rejecting my gift, she could just snap her fingers and get it when she changed her mind. Like none of it mattered. I told her the truth. No, it's not yours. You refused it, and I'm not going to give it back to you. She got upset. Of course she did. She ran to her dad, complained, pressured, but to his credit, he didn't throw me under the bus. He told her the choice was mine. That's when I realized something deeper. This wasn't just about a necklace. This was about boundaries, respect, dignity. I could feel the weight of it in my chest. Not anger, just a quiet exhaustion. A whisper that said, this girl doesn't hate the gift. She doesn't even hate you. She's hurt. She's scared. She's trying to hurt you before you can hurt her. And maybe she thought asking for the necklace was a step toward softening things. Her way of inching forward without having to say the words. But I wasn't sure. Was it a peace offering or just a power play? I thought about what my sister said. You're making your life harder by holding out. Just give it to her. Be the adult. I thought about what giving in would mean. That she could reject kindness, stay silent, then demand it later without consequences. That she could control the narrative. That kindness was something she could bank and withdraw on her terms. And yet, I also thought about being 13. The war inside your own mind. The anger you can't explain. The grief that comes out sideways. How terrifying it is to feel powerless and confused, and how easy it is to turn that into coldness. I realized I had to talk to her, so I planned it. I would sit down with her, not to lecture, not to scold, but to explain. I would tell her what I felt, honestly and calmly, that I was hurt, not because she didn't want a gift, but because she made it personal. She made me the enemy, and I didn't want to be her enemy. I would tell her the necklace wasn't about jewelry. It was about me trying to say, I see you. I care, even if you don't care back. And I would listen, really listen. If she wanted to say anything, I'd give her space. But I wouldn't force anything. I wouldn't demand an apology. I wouldn't hold the necklace hostage. I'd just open a door, and depending on what came through that door, I'd decide what to do. Because here's the part I didn't mention to her. I had already exchanged the necklace. Not in spite, not in pettiness, just quietly. I got something different, something I liked. I didn't keep it in a place where she'd see it and feel punished. I just moved on. But when she called, the past came back like a wave, and I had to choose. Be the bigger person, or protect my peace. Teach a lesson, or build a bridge. I still don't know which answer is right. Some people say, don't reward bad behavior. Others say, don't miss the chance to heal. But maybe both are true. Maybe being the adult means learning to sit in that tension, to not swing to one extreme, to choose grace but with boundaries, forgiveness but with truth. I'll see her today. We'll talk, and maybe we'll take one step forward. Or maybe not. But at least, for once, we won't be pretending the distance isn't there. So, am I the asshole? And now, a word from the host of AITA Stories. What does it mean to be the adult in a room where a child is hurting? The story isn't about a necklace. It's about emotional territory. About how hard it is to give without being walked over, to forgive without being used, to care without being destroyed. The 13-year-old daughter isn't evil. She's not spoiled. She's scared. But fear doesn't excuse disrespect. And the woman who gave the gift? She's not perfect either. She's tired, but tired people still have choices. Sometimes we reach out with love and it's slapped away. Sometimes a closed door gets knocked on again. And we have to ask, is this a chance for healing or just another test? Here's what I know. Being the bigger person doesn't mean being smaller inside. It means holding both truth and compassion, drawing boundaries with one hand and offering connection with the other. So to all the step-parents, the bonus parents, the partners of single moms and dads, you're not invisible, you're not powerless, but you are in a delicate dance. And grace matters. Let us know what you would have done. Would you give the necklace back or hold your ground? Comment below and tell us your truth. And remember, every story is a chance to look at our own. This is AITA Stories. We'll see you in the next chapter.